gamers, Spirit Warrior 40k here, and this is our weekly update number 7. So, a lot's happened over the last week. We've got Tyranid Codexes, we've got Space Marine Codexes coming out. So, that would run through a few little things. I am going to try and keep it under an hour, hopefully around 20 minutes, but it probably won't. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, I want to discuss some things that I've been seeing off of the YouTube channels. Just because, in a way, I agree with them, and in other ways, I don't agree with them. So, I thought I'd share their ideas with you. See what you think. Comment below. Please comment. Somebody comment. And yeah, we'll dive into that. Thought we'd look at a little bit onto one of the new codexes that's coming out, mostly because I've got a little bit of an army with it. I wanted to share some ideas with my older army I've got going on, and we'll touch on the Tyranid Codex. It will be a touch, literally because I don't know much about it. Okay, so the YouTube videos I've been looking at. So one of them was by I don't know what the gent's name is, but the site is called Invasive Wargaming. I don't know what the guy's name is. I think he runs a Tau army. Where he must do, because a lot of his videos are about Tau. I was talking about people getting the codexes early. So, like, you know, you got like Striking Scorpion, Mini Wargaming, Wargamers. Yeah, I think those are the main three that I watch. And how they get the codex the week before it comes out, or the week before it gets pre-ordered, and then we all get to sort of look at it and sort of see what it's about. And he was saying that for us as gamers, it's good because we get to go and we get to see a bit of it. For the big brands, it's good because it builds up their brand. But for the little YouTubers like myself and you, we sort of lose out on those people looking at stuff, looking at the codexes because they've already been done. You know, one of my last videos, I think it was last week's one, about I looked at the Eldar Codex a bit. You know, I'm quite happy with 17 views I think it got. That, to me, that's good. Double figures, yes. But yeah, so he sort of brought that up. And I had a little bit of a query with it. How good is it for us as gamers to see that information that early? So, I watched the Striking Scorpion one because I actually get to see the book. I don't like doing it without looking at the book. Now we're going through it, and I'm there thinking, oh, that's good. The codex, the stratagems, the warlord traits, and all that kind of stuff. Those units are good, and that information is based on what Luke from Striker Scorpion says to me, and I'm sure it's the same with other people. But then when I got the codex, I went through it. You know, I was like, oh, that's what, you know. I literally aimed at what I was told was good. But so how good is that to me as a up and coming gamer? You know, I'm sort of veered toward those stratagems, those warlord traits, when actually surely my job as a gamer and to become a better gamer is to get the codex and go, okay, read it from A to B, or I've been playing the game for a little while, I need some stratagems, let's look at the stratagems, that looks okay, that one looks okay, and then through trial and error come up with what I think is good. I went into my game last week against Roger down at Warhammer Dudley. Get down there, guys, it's awesome if you are in the area. And I went with stratagems that I'd pre-picked. But though, if I'm completely honest, those stratagems were picked because Luke from Striker Scorpion has said they were really good. So surely that takes away the essence of me becoming a better gamer. So I'm not 100%. Tell me what you think, guys. Comment below. But I think, if I'm honest, I like to get to the nooks and crannies of it all. And it does pose the question, would I in future look at those codexes? The answer is yes, because I just want to look at the codex. Nice and early like everybody else. But it's that, how much is it helpful in my ability to become a better gamer? So, yeah, that's one thing. The second YouTube video I want to talk about is by Kirioth. He's in my subscribers section because I subscribe to him. So if you don't know him from your own looking on the internet, look down in my subscription. And yeah, and he was talking about new players and how we treat them. And how do we go in and do we blitz them, or do we go in and be, oh, we'll let them off with stuff and whatnot. And it just sort of got me thinking about my own experience of starting. Um, and I went in, and I'm very much a kind of player that I don't want to be treated with special treatment because I'm new. I want to go in. I'm quite happy to be beasted. I've won 2 games. You know, um, I went into that second game with Roger against who runs the Chaos Army with my stratagems, and it very quickly turned pretty bad. And it was just like, okay, so I need to look at maybe my jet bikes, and so I did ask you lot to help me with this, and you useless. But I know it's because I'm it's just you're busy. Yeah, it's okay. But comment. So yeah, I just think I mean, there's a lad actually who came into the shop about a month ago. He's been handed some orcs from his brother and stuff, and he just looks like a rabbit in headlights. And the community within Games Workshop or Warhammer in Merry Hill, Dudley, it's just really good. We all sort of raided around. We looked at his models. We looked at some of the painting he'd done. And rather than go, oh, that's rubbish, it's a case of, oh, that looks good, but why don't you try this? And in gaming, I think he played a girl that I've played called Emily, who wasn't very nice to me when we played, but I think she was she's quite funny because she's like, oh, I want to be really nice, but I can't because I need to kill this. um and I think it's good learning. Kyrioth said on his side, you go into the game expecting to be pretty much battered for the first 5 or 6 games, and that's exactly what happened to me. um you know but I think it was good because it allowed me to think, okay, deployment, I need to think about this, this, and this. I mean, I went into my last fight with Roger with my jet bikes behind some cover, and then he just sort of marched them somewhere else. But now I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to, because they're scalars, they've got 36 inches. It's only 2 boards, so I'm going to be able to get across the board in terms of firing. I'm going to stick him in a corner, out of the way of everything, and hopefully he won't be able to destroy them in one turn next time. So I just think we need to really to grow the brand and our gaming environments and whatnot is really to just encourage these people to come to first, but then also losing my train of thought. I think it's being honest with them. I'm not going to go easy on you, but I'm not going to destroy you with a tournament list. But again, like Kyrioth was saying, go in and say this unit, which is Prince Uriel, is going to attack that unit of your orc boys. I think that's what they're called. Don't run orcs. And I need to roll this roll. Okay, those have hit. This one is a 1, and this guy has a re-roll of 1s. So, okay, maybe even tell them that beforehand. A lot of my games, we sort of go into it, we spend 5 minutes, 6, 7, whatever, going through our units. Roger's really good at that. He'll go, oh, this guy is this many wounds, he's got this many attacks. You might want to get him into combat and get rid of him quick, or you might want to try and, he helps me out that way. But then when we're playing the game, he doesn't throw any punches, So yeah, I think that's really important. Yeah, so we'll do the Tyranids next. Like I said, we're just going to touch on it. They're coming, they're scary, and they look like they're going to destroy everything that comes in their path, which they do anyway. So I've got 2 gamers at Warhammer that play Tyranids. Emily, who's really good in general, and George, who I've beaten twice. Ha, George. Who is more sort of my level of ability. I think it'd be quite good, interesting to play George when the Codex comes out. So we both got both got a Codex. Oh, excuse me. And just in general to see how that goes. Yeah. yeah, to be fair, I don't know much about them. I know that supposedly there's this thing called Synapse that is meant to be amazing. Does something with your rolling a thing of psychic phase or something. And in other words, I've been told just kill them as quick as possible. So like I said, when I do a bit of a bat rep, which hopefully won't be as bad as the last one with pictures with no sound, we'll see how it goes and let you know, guys. I think we've sort of all come to the conclusion that the Eldar are just underpowered, which is fair because when in seventh edition they were overpowered. I think we've got close to where they need to be, but I don't like it. It's just that toughness 3. It's terrible, but what are you gonna do? So that's Tyranids. Like I said, it was just a touch, guys. I don't. I've tried reading all the bits on the Games Workshop community site. I just don't understand it, if I'm honest, guys. As a new player, still trying to get his head around a lot of the Eldar rules and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to bore you with what's going on. And I'm not going to give you false information because that just doesn't do you any help, and it makes me look like a bit of a numpty. Yeah, so just watch this space, and like I said, I'll try and give you more when it comes to doing a bat rep with them. I'm going to start doing notes on the battles that I do, so I can give you a bit more information on what's happened, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So the other codexes that are coming out, we've heard through Games Workshop community that you've got the Blood Angels and the Dark Angels are coming out before Christmas, and Demons are coming out after Christmas. Don't really care much for the Demons ones. I don't run them. I don't plan to ever run Chaos. The only way I would do it is if I was to do Death Guards, mostly just because I like the models. Have no interest in their fluff and all like that, but yeah. So the other two, Blood Angels, I used to collect Blood Angels when I was like 18. Never played the game with them, and it was literally, I just bought the characters, painted them, and then I think I binned them when I moved house. If I'm honest, I can imagine they were awful. They were probably the worst painted models in the world. I think for not Sanguinius, Dante, I think I literally just slapped gold paint on him, and then I think I did a bit of dry brushing. So yeah, less said about that the better. Don't know anything much about their codex. A lot of the videos I've watched is on Dark Angels, and the reason is because I have about 47 or 50 PowerPoint army. It's literally the Dark Vengeance box set I've got with some intercessors and a captain and Gravis armor that I haven't painted up. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with it because I want to make a Tau Farsight Enclave army. So, do I go down the route of just leaving that Dark Angels army and do my Tau, which I really do want to do, mostly because I'll just, again, the fluff of Farsight just is cool. Or do I just sort of pick up the odd model here and there of the Dark Angels and just build it up gradually, which, to be fair, is probably the more route. Like I said, I've got the Gravis guy in Gravis armor to paint up. So it might just be that, you know, when I've finished painting some Eldar and finished painting some Tau, if I want to change this colour scheme, I might just go down that route. But then it's, so I might buy the Codex. Not overly concerned with it, if I'm honest, just yet. The main good thing I like is that supposedly, and it is a big if, it's not been confirmed, it's all leaks and stuff, but you can never sort of tell until you actually see something. Is that Lionel Johnson is coming back. Do like that idea. I love the idea of painting Gilliman, but I don't collect Ultramarines because they're Ultramarines, and Gilliman is just Gilliman. He hides behind his little units to not get hit, whereas Lionel Johnson, if I play him, will be towering into combat and will be just going for it. Yeah, I don't do this hiding rubbish. When I take Uriel, he gets into combat. Yeah, we don't fluff around with hiding behind this and that. I don't even like the idea of sticking him behind things so he gives them the reroll of 1. I just like to get him in, but then again, Uriel is for combat. But yeah, so go back to Dark Angels. The thought of having Lionel Johnson would be pretty cool. I think it'd be cool just to paint him and see if I have that ability. I can imagine the White Dwarf will do a heavy metal or heavy metal paint scheme on it, so that'll be cool. Yeah, and just see how it goes, but it's not been confirmed, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so last of all, I just wanted to get your thoughts on my Eldar army. So my Eldar army is 2,000 points. It runs a spearhead and a vanguard detachment, and that was it. So it comes up with 5 command points. I've noticed that I could do with some more. So my thinking is, because I'm planning on running 2 Wraith Lords, is I've dropped some of the guns like the Bright Lance and some of the heavier guns, and sort of put Shuriken cannons on everything. So it's still, I suppose those are the things to take anyway. But yeah, so the option is taking the 3 base command points plus the spearhead plus the vanguard, that's 5, and then taking those Wraith Lords and adding a Dark Reaper unit of 3 to then get the whatever detachment that is, to get the extra command points. That will give me 6 command points in total. The Dark Reapers look cool. I've read on forums that they're pretty good as well. The other option is we go with three units of 5 Dire Avengers, which to be fair is really expensive at £20.50 a pop, and get a battalion, not battalion, yeah, battalion detachment, the one for 3 command points. Yes, battalion. So you get the 3 bog standard, then the battalion detachment, which would be 3 extra, plus the spearhead and then the vanguard. So it'll be 3, 6, so it'll be 8 command points. I don't particularly like the Avengers, Dire Avengers, so I don't really know what to do. 8 command points with the Avengers. I am dropping 1 Wraith Lord, so I'll only have 1 Wraith Lord. That'll be the only heavy I've got. So it'll be my normal, but yeah, without the heavy. But then you supplementing that with these 3 sets of Dire Avengers. But yeah, I don't know. So it's either the 8 command points with the 3 sets of Dire Avengers, or the 6 command points with the 2 Wraith Lord and a set of Dark Reapers, which I just think would just tear Battlefield apart with their Reaper launchers and Tempest or whatever they're called. So yeah, just like your ideas on that, guys. So just comment below. That'd be cool. Just some ideas. Even if you don't play Eldar, tell me what you'd least like to fight. You know, would you like some Avenger Shuriken catapults firing at it, or would you like some rocket launchers coming at you? Yeah, so let me know, guys. That's it. We're going to do a couple of shout outs. So Warhammer is quite new. It's taken off really well, so get onto that. It's really cool. Just some really good talks. He is one of my subscribers, so that's why I'm giving him a shout out. Yeah, his talks are really informative. He runs Eldar as well, so that it helps me out. Also, Striking Scorpion 82. I'll just shout him out every time, to be fair, because his videos are awesome. He's on the YouTube channel and over on Vimeo, which is a paid channel. And then pretty much my first subscriber, IDIC Beer. So Nick over there. Yeah, it's quite funny because he keeps doing his top 3 YouTube channels of the month or something. And mine's called Spirit Warrior, and he said, and I was like, it's gonna be me, and then it wasn't. So yeah, but one day I'll get on there. But yeah, those are the 3 shout out, guys. So yeah, like I said, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications, like the channel, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, see you next time.